between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, New Orleans. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
Jackson. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, that got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
On the return, Hardy. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is intercepted.
Come on.
Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Pushes past him. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs.
There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson. And CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Inside handoff here to Ricard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 27, Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. 27 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, hey.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good, wide left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Yo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Play action now. Winston. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. On 3rd down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Winston on 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Play fake. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
4th down, Winston. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
quick, ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Middle. Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
13.
Up the middle to Davis. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Davis will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 223 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Ready.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Ready.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll turn to Kamara. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Takes it to about the 37. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. Winston to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Coming left is Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the young man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.